What's up, guys? Happy Monday. Welcome back to my channel. This is Miss JD for another episode of our daily stock market insights. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you, or I'm going to share the most trending stocks in the Philippine market. And just a disclaimer, these are just my thoughts. We may have different profiles, so please do your research as well, because my profile is I am more of a mid to long term holder whenever I do my analysis, but I'll try my best to also cover other perspectives. Okay, so if you like this type of videos, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always updated whenever I have videos. And feel free to drop a comment too so I can include your requests in case you are monitoring a certain stock. Okay, so nice. Right, so let me first talk about the index. So we had a slight overshoot initially. We were I was speculating that there could be a continuation of a decline, knowing that there was an attempt to break the MA20. But look at this, seeing that we ended green today, looks like this area over here is going to be the next, you know, I think this was also the area of support I was mentioning in my previous video. So still we're slightly lower than the MA20 line, so chances are we could just still be moving sideways, probably gain some more volume here, buying volume before it officially takes off. So let me remove this for now because that definitely broke the uptrend channel right there. So let's use this as our support. You see it's slightly lower. That means it could really be within that range. Because what happened here, I think this was the area where I plotted it previously, and it did bounce slightly higher than that. So still within the range that we mentioned. But overall, I'm thinking volume is starting to pick up here, but we need more of that plus the green candlestick to officially cross the MA20 before we can say, okay, the index is now continuing its uptrend. Okay, so let's try to check the most trending stocks, and let's see if we have some promising stocks along the way. So Monde over here is the first stock that really gained a lot of trading activities for the day, although foreign selling was really dominant for the day. Here, so we had a solid green. I was hoping there will be a continuation, but I think I mentioned this in my previous video that some of the traders will lock in some gains because this from here, from a 16 to 7 or 18 peso increase, so that's a 2 peso increase in just the span of the day. Those people who are trading in big volume, that's already good 11%. How much more if they entered right here? So that must have been a close to 15% gain in just a few days, right? So what happened here? They probably took profit, started the day really low, so there was a gap down over here. If you're going to look at it in an hourly chart, where did we Feb 14? Hold on, 14, 14. Okay, let's use a 15-minute chart. So this is how the 11th, yeah, Friday. So this is, wow, nag-gap up pala siya last 15 minutes. So last 15 minutes of Friday, it did a gap up. Okay. And then what happened was it went down. It went back to the MA20 line. See that? And then just moved within the range. And then right at the very last leg, there was a bullish candlestick here, 12:30. There was a bullish candlestick. So probably those who did end of day trading, they must have entered right here. So that's a good sign. I think there is a big, and the volume was also there. This is in a 15-minute chart, so there's a big possibility that there will be a continuation for this stock to give us another green by uh, February 15th. By the way, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Next, ICT. ICT. So see this very powerful stock. Always, I I admire ICT for non-stop increasing, beating its previous performance. The dips here um, are tolerable. You know, slight dip and then it recovers right away. It's just that personally, I don't have this in my portfolio. The reason for that is I discovered it too late in the game. It's already very high, so that's not the kind of play that I want to. I try my best not to be a victim of FOMO. So here, I hope for those people who are in ICT, you must have entered really early, somewhere at the bottom, and now you are enjoying the fruits of getting in early in the game. So this is already a very high level, but I'm positive that this will just continue to move higher for as long as fundamentals really remain to be on the steady side. Okay, so it bounced at the MA20 line, right? MA20 being respected almost every single time. Each time it drops, if there will be a decline, it slightly overshoots down below, but it recovers right away. So that has been the trend ever since. Next is ACEN. ACEN, we are already at the oversold, right? But one thing to take note of here is that you don't have a bullish divergence as of yet. Okay, see that? It kept on dropping, but the point right now of our RSI is much lower from this previous point. So I think our only chance here is that sometimes this kind of candlestick, it's a hammer. When it shows at the possible area of support, then chances are it could recover soon. But no signs yet. Uh, it's not always like that. Okay, but I will be plotting a support right here just in case your green candlestick comes out tomorrow, and then it engulfs this red candlestick over here. So that's our sign, our chance, because this right now, in a daily chart, I see a possible support. Reason for that is if I scroll all the way to the left over here, you will see that on these 2 days, price dropped at this level and then you had a bounce. Move over to the left, I see another sign over here, and then it was previously a resistance. So let's continue to monitor this, unless guys there's a news that I do not know of that may have triggered the continuous bearish movement here. But so far, based on what I know, ASEN is still just steady. Okay, no negative news around this stock. It's just selling sentiment is really strong at the moment. Okay, let's go back to BDO this time. BDO did a good recovery. Um, Look at this. This is your previous resistance, right? Your MA20 line. This was your resistance. See that? And then when it went down, it touched that level and now it's recovering. I like the candlestick today. It is engulfing the previous day's candlestick, which was last February 11. So this is your channel at the moment. It just it is just doing sideways, this being a support, okay, and this being a resistance. So it's up to you if you want to wait for it to fluctuate and probably around the 133, then that is still a valid support. This now becomes a breakout play if it goes beyond the 139 level. This is your short-term resistance because right now it's just moving sideways on a daily chart. Okay. Let's take a look at Converge. Converge over here. Not looking good. Still red, and now triggering the lower band. You have your support right here. But let's see. Yeah, I see this as a support. It's a valid support because multiple times that price level is hit. See this area over here? It's just plotted there. But on a weekly chart, let's see if that is indeed something significant. Okay, still, yeah. So 26.52 in the short term, but on your weekly chart, still triggering. I have a strong feeling that we could easily break that. But let's try to observe. Take note, I am on a weekly chart, so that means every day here signifies 1 week worth of performance. Okay, so let's see. Waiting for that green candlestick for Converge. Emperador, officially part of the index now. Oh, what happened? Gap down, 10% decline. Why? No news at all. Okay, so probably this was just the climb here was influenced by market speculation that this is indeed going to be part of uh, the index, and when that happened, people are now taking profit. But hey, look, the volume of your selling is not that much. So I'm still plotting our support right at this level where you had a support previously for several days. So I think this is just instant profit taking, right? After that big news of it being part of the index now. Wait for it, guys. It's still dropping, but in the short term, we'd like to observe 1907, 1905 and see if there will be consolidation that will happen or stabilization that will happen around that level. And let's see if it will again recover at that area. But hey, if this is a good company with good fundamentals, this is at a discounted level for long-term holders. This will be your chance, right? Um, point 11. What's the frequency of their March 16? August, so they give out dividend multiple times in a year. But I'm not sure if this is really consistent because look, uh, last 2021 they gave out three dividend 3 times in that year. So your call. Let's take a look at SPNEC. Okay, now SPNEC managed to bounce at the MA20 line, so good. So I think this is already a sign of recovery. So there was just a healthy pullback there, and then it increased. So I'm still plotting our support at the 201, anywhere between that to 219. That is a possible entry level for momentum traders. So these are people who trade the market after confirming that a stock is in an uptrend, okay, and then they identify bounce levels, and that's where they enter. Okay, so they don't really mind if the stock is already moving up because they know where it could potentially drop next. They would normally use an Elliott wave. So I try my best to use that sometimes, but in this case, let me see if I am doing it right. This could be your, okay, something like this. I'm not sure if this is your point one, and then this one, and then this is your third, fourth, and then you have another fifth right there. Something like that. Okay. So we don't have much data as of yet as our reference for our data points for Elliott wave. That's why I'm just pegging at those levels. So I don't want to use this because I'm more comfortable with my MA. I'm not with my Bollinger Band. Okay, so at the moment this is a bounce at the 2 peso level. So that's my only statement there. So Practice judgment. If you want to still trade this, um, make sure you check the different time frames. And faster time frame is best for those people who are doing intraday. But if your perspective and outlook is more in the mid to long term, a daily chart, a weekly chart, and a monthly chart are your best bet. Okay. I want to check globe. Okay, last time we were on a bearish side for globe. Though it's a green today, I'd say we're not safe as of yet. Okay, this is just stabilizing, but not super final yet that it's going to move up. Only because it's not engulfing this red. I want to see a green engulfing candlestick before I can conclude that okay, and then there's a good volume right there before I can say okay, downtrend is over. Okay, so something like this, see that? A green candlestick right there engulfing this previous day's candlestick. So that's something that we want to see. If it touches 2682, even better because it just strengthens the support for as long as it ends higher than 2784. So that's the premise. Okay. I think that's for the first part. If you guys have questions or requests, feel free to drop a comment. I appreciate those people who would drop a comment there. Whatever your feedback is, I highly, highly appreciate that. It allows me to reflect on how I do my stuff here and try to improve myself. In the meantime, thank you very much. If you have not subscribed yet, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Bye bye for now. Catch my next video.